This is Ahri, the unfortunate cat girl tasked with the impossible goal of fully completing Final Fantasy XIV. Over the next several thousands of hours, I will collect every single achievement, complete every new raid, and min-max every piece of content that the game throws at me. Can I create the strongest account ever? This is our fourth attempt, or our fourth week in a row at attempting to get the Chloe book 3 lines. What do you guys think? Do we hit him fast or we go slow? Never mind. Hello, and welcome everyone to episode 6 of our Strongest Accounts series. This time around, we have a new Yokai Watch event, and we'll be covering how exactly I went about doing that event later in the video. But I just wanted to say again, we have a giveaway down below. Just comment your character's name as well as your server, and that will enter you in a 2 million Gil giveaway. Feel free to like and subscribe if you'd like, but all you really have to do is just drop that comment. So to kick things off today, the Yokai Watch event is a new event in where fates around Eorzea are going to award the player with various new currencies. Specifically, the legendary tokens are the more sought after one. They are a RNG chance to receive a token that corresponds with a minion. There are 17 in total, and you have roughly a 33% chance to acquire one of these legendary tokens. So the process of this is you pick a minion. It has 3 associated maps with it. You go complete fates in those maps to acquire said tokens, and then once you have 5, you can then purchase the weapon corresponding with that minion. After the first weapon you buy, each subsequent one will cost 10 tokens. So, me being me, I went out of my way to start this grind as soon as the patch dropped at like 4 or 5 in the morning. I don't remember what time it was, but we did something a little weird. I grinded every single weapon out in one sitting.
You what?
Now, I took a little break to eat, shower, snack, etc., but I'll show you guys the the results of that time and effort here.
One eternity later.
So this recording is roughly 10 to 11 hours after the Yokai event came out. I don't know what came over me, but I finished the entire Yokai grind in one sitting, and I got issues, man. But yeah, we got it all done, so that's pretty cool. I was pretty much just watching anime and chilling the whole time, and I was like halfway done and I realized, you know what, let's just do everything. But overall, we've gotten like over 200 achievement points just from getting all the minions, so pretty happy to have this all done finally. I'm gonna go to bed. Okay, so the time has come. I actually have never done this, so I'm assuming we just talk to this guy and we can start getting all of our weapons made. Now, one of these specifically, your first weapon you can purchase with 5 of the medals. The reason why I went with this one is because it was Stormblood Fates, and they were taking a while, so my first weapon that I'll purchase will be this one, and then there's a second Stormblood one here, but every one after the first you have to use 10 medals on. So we made the Stormblood one our 5er, and then the rest were 10. Real quick, if somebody knows the answer to this, while I was doing the Fates, I noticed that I was getting items for tribal quests and ARR, and I haven't actually started those yet. Do you guys think I should save those, or should I just throw them away? Because I've heard that ARR tribal quests can be quite annoying, but is this saving me a lot of work in the end? Feel free to comment down below and backseat game a little bit if I should keep these. So we got a pretty good amount of achievements from our weapons as well as minion acquisition from the Yokai Watch event. I kind of hope they continue to bring it around every once in a while in the future. It's something I don't mind helping people with if they need a body for Fates. Mayhap they could add a couple more minions or weapons for, you know, Viper, Reaper, Sage, as well as Pictomancer, but they probably won't. But hey, you never know. This isn't Guild Wars.
That is the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen.
All in all, I think the Yokai Watch event is a pretty cool addition to the game. I was kind of hoping that they would have added a Reaper and Sage weapon, as the two... They didn't have one, basically, so Gunbreaker and Dancer is where they stopped as far as the weapons are concerned. But it repopulated the zones. There was plenty of people in all of the ARR areas doing Fates, and basically what it came down to was blue mages were one-shotting any type of boss fate, so you had to quickly tag those if there was a boss, and all in all, blue mage wasn't really necessary unless there was not that many people in a zone. But if it was overpacked, I found that Fizz range was particularly good because you could tag stuff really quickly and there was no cast times on it. But if the maps had low population, then blue mage started to really come in clutch. So with that all done, I needed to move into custom deliveries again. As we finish the 2 custom deliveries that are found in the firmament, I decided that it was time to start moving into some new ones, specifically being Kurenai, who can be found in the Ruby Sea, as well as Margaret, who is the old Charlian custom delivery NPC. These are the last 2 that I need to unlock, and I did all of the math for custom deliveries and found that if you never miss a week throughout an entire calendar year, you can fully max out the achievements associated with 4 custom deliveries. So I'm kind of behind right now, but since they only release a handful per expansion and you can fully complete 4 per calendar year, we'll be caught up in this regard in no time. PvP Frontlines was actually very phenomenal this week. We sported over a 58% win rate, picking up, I think it was 28 wins or something, and then far less losses compared to that. Shout out to my friends who have been queuing up with me, and we've been doing some pre-made stuff. I've been trying a few different jobs in Frontlines lately, and I have been made aware of the power of Dancer. Dancer has been particularly fun due to its, 1, I like its aesthetic, but number 2 is the limit break is particularly strong when in a organized setup because it can nullify the guards of your opponents, and if you have 3 teammates that are, you know, gonna cause some pretty heavy turnover with that, it's been very effective, and I've been enjoying it. So we'll keep plugging away at the front lines since that is by far the hardest achievement in the game as far as time commitment is concerned. But I've been enjoying this still not burnt out of front lines, so we'll see how that goes going forward. PvP out of the way, we made our final air quotes. I'm not sure if there's actually any more achievements associated with it. Feel free to comment down below and educate me, but I'm pretty sure we're done with the Doman Enclave now. The achievement that I got had some rhetoric that implied that it's done, it's over, you win, and whatnot. So it looks great around the Doman Enclave now. I quite enjoy it. Like I said in a previous episode, I will probably be using this area for the little talkies thing that I do with Ahri when she's talking to the camera. Really awesome area, and I'll probably keep doing the cells every week just because I have some demi materia. But all in all, this is a nice thing to have crossed off. After we take care of Doman Enclave, I wanted to talk about the Blue Mage log. The Blue Mage log is what it comes down to is completing one of every duty in the game, not counting ultimates, savage, and some specific hardcore content, but things like dungeons, trials, alliance raids. You have to complete them with a full party composed of blue mages. And this can be quite a challenge because something like an alliance raid, you can't just bring in 8 blue mages and say, oh, it'll be fine. No, that doesn't count. For credit, you need to bring in 24 blue mages. We haven't gotten to that stage yet. I've been running them with Sarah, Coach, and Mandy, who are members of my community, and we are pretty quickly going to be running out of dungeons to do, and we'll have to move on to some of those 8-man trials and normal raids. And then even after that, we're going to move into the alliance raids. So if you're interested in blue log content, I know some of the people that have been watching these videos are also achievement hunters. Pretty soon, we're going to start orchestrating these 24-man runs, so that way people that, you know, don't have the ability to just call upon 23 blue mages and get this done, join my Discord down below, and we're going to start making this stuff happen, hopefully in the next month or so. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. But yeah, hopefully those alliance raids, we can start getting those done. But for now, we've just been progressing through the various dungeons, and then we're going to move into normal raids soon. We have yet another pit stop into Eureka. I've had a red mage weapon for the last 3 or so years that has been completed with the Pyros step. Back before Endwalker came out, I had gotten to High Dados and done a bit of Eureka, and I was making a red mage weapon along the way, and I never finished it. So I figured, hey, I have a bit of extra High Dados crystals. Let's bop over to High Dados, complete this weapon, and cross it off. So we went ahead and did that. And as well as finishing the red mage weapon for Eureka, we also made sure that we're working on our Heaven's Ward relics still. We're making great progress on these. I've been particularly trying to knock out the jobs that are a little weaker on solo. So we're pretty much done with the healers, or we're just about done. We'll do tanks after that, and then we'll finish with DPS, so that way we can kind of jog right across that finish line. But made sure to keep doing some progress on this, as there is a lot of achievement points locked behind it. And all in all, it was pretty chill. I think we've parked this weapon on the Savage step, so we'll call upon a couple of our buddies and probably bust that out next week. I want to talk about Blue Mage Savage next. We've been working on a boss called the Manipulator. It is the first boss within the Alexander raid series, and after this is the notorious Brute Justice. All in all, I've actually been really liking this first fight in the Alex series. It definitely feels not as traditional with, you know, Shadowbringers and Endwalker as kind of, that's where I started raiding, and those raids are kind of samey. I still love modern day raids, but you can pretty much expect to have a boss in the middle of a room, spreads and stack mechanics and so forth, and it can get a little samey nowadays with mainstream raiding, and this was a breath of fresh air to kind of go back, bust out this manipulator boss, and it's very scrappy. It's not fully defined who's doing what. Things just kind of happen on the fly, and we ended up trying to do a sack strat for one of the later mechanics, but we're hopefully going to have this boss down soon, and we can start working on Brute Justice. But so far, double thumbs up with the Blue Mage content. I've really been enjoying these old fights. We have Dawn Trail on the horizon, which means that we do not want to neglect some of the A-rank achievements that are quickly going to become overshadowed by Dawn Trail hunt trains. So I've been going back and trying to do my best and knock out a Shadowbringers train whenever it appears in one of my link shells. As far as the progress is concerned with this, I think we're roughly 700 A-rank short, so not great. But I'm going to hope I can maybe get this done before the expansion drops, but we'll keep doing our best, and I'll stay on top of this the best that I can. Every Tuesday, we, meaning my Discord community and I, we run the Aquapolis, which is the Heaven's Ward treasure map dungeons. before this, we did all the Shadowbringers maps achievements, and that was highlighted in previous videos, but my final maps dungeon is the 𝒕𝒄𝒊𝒕𝒄𝒉. So every Tuesday, 8 o'clock, we bust out some maps, and this week we actually got our first clear in a while. So we have another clear done. I think we're at like 8, maybe 9 out of 20 total. And once we're done with the 𝒕𝒄𝒊𝒕𝒄𝒉, I will have no more maps to do as far as dungeons are concerned. So we'll keep working on this, and we'll see if we get another clear next week. The final Criterion dungeon, which is the first, is going pretty well. I've been playing Scholar for that. We're on the final boss, final mechanic. I think any pull at this point, we will be able to bring it down, and then we'll likely do our re-clears of the normal until we are comfortable with all the mechanics and everyone gets their mount. And then once that's done, we are going to begin working on the Savage. And once Savage is cleared for this first Criterion, I will officially be an epic hero. But before we can even think about that, we've got to clear the normal mode. So we'll keep working on that. We missed some raid days due to IRL commitments, but we'll be back at it here soon. Before we pull the giveaway winner from the last video, I wanted to touch on a few of the little odds and ends that we also did this week. The first of which being we did our Unreals once again, and would you look at that, we got our Fox, and we also got some unhidden leather treasure maps, which are worth over 200k. They're a rare drop from the dragon skin map when we did our 𝒕𝒄𝒊𝒕𝒄𝒉 attempts. These require 20 of them. They're not RNG, but they do cost, like I said, 200k. So it's roughly a 4 mil achievement, and you'll get some of it back with the drops, but you'll probably lose money. We got a few of these when we did our 𝒕𝒄𝒊𝒕𝒄𝒉 runs, so I went over and did those. And then finally, I actually forgot to get my sightseeing log for Endwalkers, so I've been missing out on a whole bunch of these throughout the last couple of years, but I have it now, so that's pretty cool. We'll try and get as many of those as we can as we do our hunts and whatnot. And it is finally time to pull the giveaway winner. This is for 2 million gil, and remember to enter this video's giveaway. Just put your character's name as well as server down below, and let's see who's winning the 2 mil this time. I saw Seraphina again. That scared me. All right, congratulations to Temelin Malagold. That is Toys. Is one of our beans. Congratulations, you won 2 mil. I will be in touch and we'll get you your money. Thank you so much for entering, and remember, as always, you are able to enter the next giveaway as well. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Next time we have an episode 7, we are going to do a quick review of our accounts. We'll touch base on some of the things that we talked about in episode 1 and review what we've accomplished, what we're still working on, and some of those longer term goals. Another thing that we're going to be doing is a challenge. On stream, I will be doing a 1,000 achievement points in a single play session, as well as compiling the highlights of those into next video. As always, that video will pull this giveaway's winner as well as have its own. So if you have not commented down below your name and server, please do so. I stream full-time on twitch.tv/AhriEffect, as well as YouTube streaming here with the multi-stream. So we do that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We begin at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we run about 10 hours or so. So hopefully we see you there, and I will see you guys next time for our 1,000 achievement point challenge. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.